They're thrown out. The time I was told she wanted them to be. Anyway, long story short, she lived a full life. She's 80 years old, but she. Oh, same thing again. She. That's the one people I was talking about. We dug out the liquefaction sand from.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turned out she's a lesbian. Like she, obviously. Can I come in for a second? Just outside the door.
How you doing? My name is Jot.
Sorry.
J-O-T. Jot that down.
Sorry, I just didn't want the neighbors to hear what I was going to say. So Jot has come from America for various reasons, but he's living at my house and he's helping me out, just like those other guys, the French woman and the German guy. So. But he's also interested in getting some
feedback. I want feedback from a lot of people that had to live this.
Because it's for an American radio program.
Yeah, my sister runs a radio program in Pennsylvania, and I just want to get some facts and.
I just had a little sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did we?
We didn't bother you.
No, that's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's sit down. Is Shireen gone?
She's not staying at my house anymore. I think so. It sounds like she's gone to stay at another house, and then she's going to Australia in a day or two. But she might be coming back in a couple of months.
Oh well. Well, you get any more body for little drops of work?
Sorry, you got some bits and bobs here?
If you get anybody,
yeah.
weeding to be done.
This gentleman is from
Pennsylvania, the States, yes.
States.
The States. I come from the States.
Yeah.
And
do you have many of these shakes?
Not in Pennsylvania. Okay, actually, Pennsylvania we're pretty lucky. We get very few twisters. That's one of the things we get, but we've had in the last 30 years maybe 4. So that's the worst thing that we actually get. Okay, we get lots of snow though.
Yeah.
Okay,
bloody snow. But anyway, it's.
Where were you? Where were you guys when this happened? Were you in the house?
Before you start talking, can I film some of this?
You better do your hair.
Well, yeah, not like this. Not like this. No way.
You look fine.
What do you want to film it for?
It's going over to the States.
This one here is going on the radio. Okay, so you don't have to worry about how you look. But I just want to see, what was in your head, what happened, what you did.
If I could film it as well, I'd be very grateful.
Okay, you can do it. Well, let me. Yeah, I was at a vegetable shop, fruit and vegetable shop in Brighton.
Mm-hmm. Now, how far away is that from the epicenter?
Oh, it's about a couple of k's up the road here.
Oh, okay, so it's relatively close. So
yeah.
Okay.
I was doing a bit of shopping, and I was in there, and because we was going up to Hamner, and I was there, and I was looking in a freezer, for some bacon, and when it struck, and it threw me straight into the freezer.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, it did, and there was another woman at the end of the shop. When we got out of the shop, she had blood running down here. She hit the.
Oh, so someone had fallen down.
We had to take her round to the doctor.
Man. Now, what did that building collapse, or did that just take a good shaking?
That never collapsed. No, that never collapsed.
It is shut.
Well, I've been here 40 odd years. Pardon?
It is shut now.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know.
The Funky Pumpkin's shut.
Right.
Because Select Meats is shut.
Oh, let's get in touch with Leon for that.
Yeah, all right.
Then I just hot-footed, got in the car and got back here to Bev, and we sat out on the cobblestones all afternoon, and we the things were shaking and everything.
I don't know where I was.
You don't know where you were.
No, I just don't know where I was.
So it this shook you up so much that you.
I was outside, but I just don't honestly know where I was.
Oh my
And
goodness.
when Dennis arrived back in the car, I was sitting on a picnic chair outside with Millie, the
That's
dog.
right. You were.
But where I was, I can't say.
Now I'm an animal lover. What did the dog do?
She was traumatised, of course, shaking,
No kidding.
but
Previously-
she wouldn't leave us. Where are you, Millie?
When we had the quake in September, I sleep downstairs and she's got a lovely bed in there, but she shot out of her bed onto my bed and got her head under my pillows and cried.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
That's back in September.
But by the second one, that's where I don't know where she was, but when Dennis came home, I had her with me and I was stroking her.
Oh man.
But
Have you?
where I was, I honestly it bewilders me as to where I was.
You were
But
here
it's-
somewhere, or you not?
Yeah.
I might
home.
add
But not sure what room.
I don't
or
know.
It has
inside or out.
traumatised us
Or out of the house.
because
I really don't.
it gives us a lot of stress.
No,
And we suffer with, well, Bev mainly with heart, and it really knocked us round. It sort of wonder what's happening now.
Man.
So
But with having wonderful friends, Kerry and Gavin up in Blenheim, they were on the phone straight away.
excuse me.
Wanted us
To go out there.
up there.
Yeah.
So we were going on holiday to Hanmer, which is up a bit inland, and we had everything packed sort of, so we were ready to go.
Yeah.
Um,
So you were actually fortunate to say, hey, we can grab and go.
well, that's right, and we had we've always had.
You have to excuse me, but I've got the earthquake people here.
Okay.
Right, we just had got an emergency pack fitted, a kit made up,
Yeah.
and grabbed that, and not that we needed it up there, but our journey to Blenheim, which is usually about 4 hours,
Yeah.
we left here at 12:30, and we didn't get there till 7:30 at night.
Was it because of the traffic?
We took 1 hour from here to get out to the main arterial, being at Marshlands Road roundabout. It took us an hour to get there. 'Cause
From
it-
here to Marshlands Road
Yes,
and
roundabout,
Q2.
Yeah.
Wow.
We only had one exit out of New Brighton, and that was Tonks Street, which is past Bow Hill Road.
So now, you mean when you say you only had one exit, the other ones were all closed down?
Everything was closed. All the roads were closed.
Wow.
And we went along Marine Parade, down Tonks Street, and then we had to get back onto Bow Hill Road, and it took us an hour to get out there, which is only a short trip.
Is that
When
the
we
5
got-
or 10 minute?
Yeah, when we got
Right.
up Marshlands Road, the Styx Mill Bridge was out, so then we had a detour back through Belfast suburb, and then back onto Marshlands Road, and then we set out. But the traffic on the motorway and everything was bumper to bumper. And it eased off a little bit at Kaikoura, which is a closer venue, place.
Now, how long after the quake did you get into the car and go?
The following day.
The following day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we weathered the first night here, and then we went. But like at the front, in the September earthquake, we had serious structural damage, which was in the garage, and the earthquake commission commissioned, and it was our son who did it because he's a certified builder, and they strengthened a wall of our garage.
Oh, really?
And if we hadn't had that strengthened, we would have been in far worse straits than we are now, because that did help.
So when you get a small earthquake, get ready. It might come back a little bit heavier.
They
Seems like it anyway.
yeah, we've had a few rumbles since yesterday, and we had 2 or 3 while that big memorial service was on. We had shakes here yesterday afternoon, and we feel them. There's a little thing hanging up there on the curtains, and I look to see if that's moving, you see, and then if that's moving, I then look out to the wind chime out there,
Yeah.
and I can see that that's going.
Yeah.
Because where I'm sitting here, I'm on it's a pile that's gone on underground. We have got piles from here through to that wall there that have to be replaced from the
Really?
first earthquake.
Oh, okay.
And I keep on thinking I'm having earthquakes, but I'm on a chair that's rocking.
Yeah.
And
So that's why you got to check
That's why I have to check, because Dennis, I keep on saying to him, that's a quake, and he'll say, you're getting to be a blonde. But sometimes it's Millie, the dog, lying down here, and she's like that, you see, and it's her panting against my chair, and I'm thinking it's an earthquake. So every now and again.
So it's actually now it's giving you the the jitters.
Well,
ready for it to happen again.
the heart complaint that I've got that Dennis mentioned is heart failure,
Okay.
and I'm only operating on 20% of heart.
My father-in-law's 25.
Yeah, and I will never get any better. It's inoperable.
Yeah.
And it is quite stressful. He's had a triple bypass, so between the two of us, and he did have appointments for heart checkups while we were away, which we have now rescheduled,
Yeah.
and I have got mine rescheduled for Tuesday. But we will go back up to Blenheim after we've got all these appointments done, because there's just a wee bit more security.
Yeah.
And our friends Kerry and Gavin are just absolutely wonderful. And the meals are like as if you're in the Ritz in London. Ritz Hotel, they're just superb. We have been very lucky with them, because Kerry, with Telecom, she has an arrangement where she pays a nominal amount of money, but she can call anybody in New Zealand and Australia, and it doesn't cost. So we have been so much more fortunate than other people, and I'm president of the New Brighton RSA Ladies Committee, so I was able to ring back a lot of New Brighton members to let them know, of the RSA, to let them know where everybody was and that they were well, because the New Brighton RSA building has gone, it's collapsed.
Now it seems like New Zealand's a very a tight country. People really get along with each other, and it seems like
wonderful.
you're really all pitched in together.
This, Peter, doing this,
Hello.
What's your husband's name and your name?
Dennis, and I'm Beverly, or Bev.
Bev. Last name?
Bev. Mantle, M-A-N-T-L-E.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bev, I'm so glad to talk to you, and I'm so glad that your heart is running, and you're going to go on holiday. I think you need it.
Well, yes. You see, round where they are here, this is where our...
You got to see the garden.
That there is quite
Wow.
structural.
Oh,
This is-
the garage?
Yeah, sure.
Have-
And the fences that are split up.
Let me show you. Look at that.
Whoa. I'm coming right into the garage where the floor and the frame of the house is completely split apart. And outside is a greenhouse, which is, the windows have popped out and broke, and it's all bent and tangled up.
This is the most interesting part, I think. What
Oh my
Bev was talking about
goodness.
before, in terms of the remedial work that was done, is this, all these 2x4s here. And if you look around here, you can see the beam has pulled completely clear of the wall. It's the
But
only
if that
thing-
wasn't there, this whole thing would have been down.
Exactly. So that's exactly what she was talking about when she was saying what her son had done in remedial work had saved them from a lot worse damage. That beam is only being held up by his remedial work. And as you can see, if you look at this shelf here, what was
I could
against the
say,
wall.
I mean, that actually is close to a foot. It pulled away from a complete
About a
foot.
yeah.
Okay.
And then anymore because things just shot out of there and smashed on the ground. The fridge contents were all over the floor.
Oh, so even the doors of the fridge came
yeah.
open and everything just shook out.
I've got photos somewhere of everything on the floor. Lots of beetroot, lovely red beetroot on the floor. Always has to be beetroot. But luckily, because there was no power, we've got lots of floral hanging baskets, and I keep our 2 litre milk containers, and they were all full because we were going away and a friend was coming to them, and I put them all around for them to water. So we had about 12 2 litres of water.
Oh my goodness.
So we were able to clean.
Oh, you had extra water.
Yeah, so no one else had that water that we had on there.
No, you wouldn't. We didn't get water back here for 9 days.
No, and we haven't got hot water now.
Other the man still wasn't able. The electrician wasn't able to
No,
fix.
what happened was he rang because he thought the element had gone, but then Mercury, I think we're with it. They have taken that power supply out because the power supply is needed urgently for everyday use. So they've cut the ripple control heating.
So you don't have any hot water at all.
No.
No one with ripple control has hot water.
No, that comes in at 11 o'clock at night. They're conserving their electricity.
So you're not even getting it at 11 at night.
No, because that's when it was to come in,
Yeah.
so they're conserving that power. But Karen and Darby just down the road, our son, so they go down there and have a shower.
Okay, because we've got hot water next door. So if
Oh, I
you want,
think, yeah,
in this hall.
but our friend who was here this morning, he was in our New Brighton RSA and he was driving down Baker Street, and as he was driving down Baker Street, the road opened and his car went in it. And he
What
was in
happened to
it.
him?
He got out.
He's okay though.
Yes.
The whole car went in? Or the front of the car?
3 breakdown trucks to get it out
Wow.
because it sat there for 3 days and of course liquefaction set it.
Mm.
I had to lever the back up and lever the front up, then get a truck in between it and that.
Oh
And
my goodness.
Gordon Holland, who's the Suzuki man, and he's got a Suzuki, and we're on this free servicing on that. He's loaned him a loaner car until he's picking up another car, getting another car through them. But insurance and all of that, and the payout and everything, he has to pay GST on his insurance.
Yeah, of course.
And it loses the value of your insurance.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You mean his PGS turn his insurance payout?
Yeah.
So if they give him like $10,000 worth of repairs, he has to pay 15% to the government because of the repairs he received through insurance. That's incredible.
I know.
That should be covered by the insurance itself, surely.
Yes, but it's still a tie-up. It's a legality. He's looked into it.
Oh my goodness.
Ah.
Crikey.
Yeah, so anyway, we're alive, and
Yeah.
that's it. I feel very sorry for people on their own. Doesn't matter what age they are, elderly, and people who are invalids and mobile.
Makes it even harder.
They can't get around, can they?
No, they can't.
But we are sort of living it. We've tried. Like Dennis said, what have you shifted all those cartons here? And I said, I'm trying to make it as normal as it was.
Yeah.
You know, we had all the cartons that I put behind you. They were all sitting here, but that just reminded me too much, you know. So if I put them behind the chair, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
But this wretched Mr. Moon man, he's got me frightened out of the foot of
No,
tomorrow.
who's that now?
Sorry, who's got you frightened, did you say?
Mr. Moon. It's a man called Mr. Moon, and he's predicted that we're going to have a massive earthquake tomorrow. He hasn't said
Oh, because he's talking about the moon and all that stuff.
Last night's moon was huge.
It was too, wasn't it?
Yes.
I sat here and I could see it through there, and I thought, go away, moon. But he's predicted there's going to be a massive earthquake. He hasn't predicted Christchurch, but it's just unnerved everybody so much that we don't know. And it's the unknown that is so frightening.
You have to sit there and live with that. Maybe if you didn't scare everybody to death.
That's exactly it. If you could get it out of your mind, but no matter what you do, I play coast radio all night, so that I'm not a good sleeper, but I play a radio station called The Coast, and they play local old time music if you like, and I listen to that all night, and every time a tune comes on I know what it is. As soon as it starts.
And it feels good to hear it, you don't think about it.
Yeah, and I can doze off and wake up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a
And the
good
dog
idea.
likes it too.
Bev, thank you so much.
That's right, you're more than welcome.